come on, Frankie, where are you?
Whatever are you doing out here? Oh, here, hold still.
Now, don't you listen to Sister Mary Stick-in-the-Mud Agnes. Here's what you do.
Sister Grady.
Oh, I don't think we should speak of it. We're in the house of God.
Well, somebody's got to tell her. It might as well be someone who knows.
You know.
Caroline, some, like yourself, came to this order pure as the driven snow. Others have reason to repent.
Oh, for goodness sake.
You look lovely. Lovely.
I can't get married without my best man.
My dear, Frankie was an inappropriate choice from the start. Now, this is enough of a spectacle, you marrying a nun. Come on.
She's not a nun. She's a novice. And not anymore. Glad you could make it.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here in the presence of God to unite our dear Caroline and her chosen Daniel in the bonds of holy matrimony. Who gives this woman to be married?
I do.
You know where they're going?
Okay.
Okay.
All right, get out of here.
Have you ever felt more alive?
How's he doing? He's okay. Not a scratch. Maybe you could get him to talk. I couldn't.
Okay. I suppose you're going to tell me that this was God's will.
No.
But he knew. He knew, and he didn't do anything.
No.
It must be a really great gig to be God. You're invincible, so nobody can kill you. And you're invisible, so if you hack somebody off, they can't come looking for you. And you're omniscient. It must be really nice to hold all the freaking cards.
He loved her too, you know.
I know. She belonged to him. They were practically engaged until I came along. So he took her back.
He received her when it happened. But I don't think he took her.
Have you thought about what a chain of events this was? If things had just been 1 second off. Just one. If that truck had left 1 second earlier or come 1 second later, if I dropped my keys, Caroline stops to kiss one other person goodbye, it would have been different. She was an angel.
I've thought that a time or two myself.
Was 1 second too much to ask from him?
Knock, knock. Hello? Have you completely lost all sense of paranoia? I mean, I could be anybody, you know. A thief or a mugger.
Well, if you were, you'd be wasting your time. I don't have anything. Between the wedding and the funeral,
Well, what about the other guy's insurance?
it's just wonderful liability loophole. See, if the insured motorist is DUI, his insurance company doesn't have to pay. Guess who was DUI?
Okay. I got something I need to tell you, and I'm not exactly sure how I'm gonna. It's really your decision, though, on account that even though it resulted from something I did, technically it's not about me, it's about you, and
Frankie?
with you, understandably needing money from sources other than your mother,
Frankie? If you could maybe just say it
My editor has offered me a lot of money for the pictures.
for my wedding?
The accident.
Citywide.
Hang on. Hey, look, I appreciate you climbing all those stairs, but he's not accepting any more wedding gifts, and it's just.
As far as I know, this ain't a wedding gift. No return address on it.
Oh.
So I'll just be leaving it here.
Oh, okay. Here you go.
No, Missy. Thank you, though. I'll just be going.
Kind of guy in this city blows off a tip. You order something?
No. Wait. No. No, I didn't.
Think it's a bomb?
Yeah. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I'm certain that this is a bomb. Do you want to know why? Because there's this guy, and he's sitting in a room by himself somewhere, and he goes, "Oh, Danny Hartland, of course. I better send him a bomb. Ethel! Ethel, put down the cat. Where's my bomb? I have to send a bomb to Danny Hartland."
Danny. Well, what is that?
It's a book. What am I supposed to do with this?
Read it?
Yeah, well, it turns out I don't read Latin.
Oh. I wonder if it's a birthday list.
What?
Yeah, let's see. Heartland.
Oh, come on. I'm gonna be in there. The thing's like 200 years old.
Aha, Heartland. Daniel A. Heartland. Huh? March 19th, 69. That's your birthday.
My birthday is 70.
No, it's not. It's 69.
Frankie, my birthday is 70.
I don't know. Maybe it's worth some money.
We'll do days.
What do all the names and dates mean?
Well, if this book is what I think it is, it's quite rare. Can you leave this with me for a few days? I'd like to show some of my colleagues.
Sure.
You could have taken the rest of the week.
I know. I have my rent due. So.
You did get the flowers we sent?
Yes, I did. Thank you very much.
Now, the problem I'm having is this policy. You sold yourself on Caroline. You opted to save some money on a 60-day waiting period.
Which she was within 8 hours of satisfying.
But sadly did not.
I've worked for you for 7 years. I've seen you make exceptions.
Risking the considerable wrath of our underwriters.
Oh, come on, this is such a technicality.
And if it had been 8 hours in your favor, do you think I would have asked not to pay?
I need this money, Mr. Worthington.
No, you need to live by your choices the same way your customers do when they roll the dice on delayed coverage.
My wife is dead. It is all I can do to keep it together enough to be here, and I need this. I need something to help me out, to tide me over.
Very sorry about what happened. But I have to tell you the truth. Yes, you are a long-time employee, but lately your performance has left a lot to be desired.
What is this, the axe?
No. We don't play to extremes here. And I don't believe it's in your best interest if I bail you out. You've been coasting, Danny. I mean, living on your client inventory, zero growth. Now, when's the last time you were hot when you topped your quotas?
I don't know. I guess it was about a year ago.
When you were hanging by your fingernails trying to keep the bank from repossessing your car.
That inventory is still paying off.
As sales go, that was your shining moment. The commissions were rolling in, and you had the personal satisfaction of triumphing over the big bad wolf. Now, let me remind you that I've had wolves of my own. That Y2K fiasco back then, 8-mile lunch. I'll be paying that off until the next millennium. But did I shirk on OT? Did I go to any one of you and ask you to kick in a nickel? No. I took responsibility for my choices. And I expect the same thing from you.
Listen, I appreciate this, but I kicked my mom out of town.
So?
So I can cook for myself.
Well, you haven't, not since... I mean, maybe it's not in your nature, but you can let somebody help you.
You can say her name.
I know. It's just...
Well, then say it. Caroline.
Caroline.
Remind me again why I do this for a living.
Why do any of us do what we do? It's not like in college, you know, when I was studying all that great photography. I mean, it's not like I aspire to be some bottom-feeding paparazzi for a rag sheet.
Went to see Worthington today. He is the master of positioning. I'm looking to catch a little bit of a break, considering. And he acts all sympathetic, and then he totally turns it around on me. Starts talking about Y2K.
What? What?
I have to go and check something and make sure that I am ridiculously wrong and just leave it at that.
Danny? Danny? Danny, who are you looking up? Danny? Caroline W. Hartland, June 26th. Well, that was when she...
What's your mother's name?
Mary Frances, Mary F. Newhall.
Oh, when did she die?
Day after Christmas,
12/26/89?
What are these death dates?
Okay, wait, Revis.
Who's that?
Revis. One of my clients died today. Revis. Walter P. Revis. It's today's date. Do you want me to look it up for you?
Like I wouldn't see the look on your face? What I don't get is, who would send you this kind of a book? You know? Who has this kind of data?
I don't know. It sure is creepy, though. Walter P. Rivas, that was today. That was after we got the book.
After you got the book. It's not mine, remember? It's yours. I don't want to get any of these weird EBGB vibes off the thing. It's yours, not mine. Keep it straight. Don't you think it's better not to know?
It was for Caroline. I will never be able to get that image out of my head. She was sitting there so happy and so serene, and that grill just came in behind her. But if I knew,
What would you have done? I mean, it's not like you knew how it was going to happen or what time. All you had was the date. There are some things, death, for example, that they're way beyond your control.
thanks for printing these pictures out for me, Frankie. Hey, are these for your 2-bit rag sheet? Because they're really good.
No, they're for someday, you know. Time magazine or Newsweek calls or some gallery. I don't know why I torture myself. Okay. Sure you want to see these?
Okay. I need to have a new picture in my head.
Should take a couple of seconds.
Okay. Do you believe in heaven?
Honestly?
No, I want you to lie to me.
Okay, I just didn't want to leave you feeling like that's not where I thought she was.
So you don't?
Well, believing in heaven is presupposing believing in God, and I don't really think about it. You okay?
Yeah, thank you.
Whoa.
What?
No, it's just...
Frankie?
No, give me a second. What is he doing there? What could he possibly... Do you know him?
Who?
This guy. That's the messenger. The guy with the book.
Oh, come on.
No, I know faces. That's the guy.
Morning, everyone. You, clocked in at what?
9 a.m., sir.
And what have we accomplished thus far?
Well, actually, I made some phone calls.
2 service calls to long-standing clients.
Are you monitoring my line?
Theoretically, at least. I pay you to work.
You know, there is paid bereavement that I haven't taken. I am here and I am getting things done.
These are your new quotas. You'll notice they're in weekly increments.
But this is double what I've ever... Where am I supposed to find these clients?
I don't care how you find them, as long as you make your quotas. You miss 1 and you're on probation. You miss 2 and I dock your base. You miss 3 and hey, that is the ball game. Motivated? And push the immediate coverage plan. Coming from you, it should be a compelling option. Keep working, people. Sell, sell, sell.
Howdy.
Something I can do for you?
I'm just curious. Who are you?
Name's Parks. Jonah Parks.
Jonah. Like the guy in the fish?
Yes, ma'am. My mama, she said I looked just like some kind of beach whale before I was born. Took her 3 days of laboring before getting me out. So, she thought it fitting.
Do you remember me?
Can't say as I do.
Good. You didn't say you don't, because that would be lying, wouldn't it?
You know, Missy,
See? That's exactly what you called me last time, Missy, when you came by Danny's apartment with the book.
oh, that's what it was?
It's a good thing you brought it by, though, because Danny's been really low on cash, and we pawned it for 20 bucks.
20 bucks? Now, who in creation would give you that much?
so you do know what it is. Danny?
I'm changing. Did you get that?
Yeah, sure. Hello?
Oh, hello, Frankie. Do you think I could speak with my son?
Oh, hey, Amelia. He's busy right now.
Frankie. You seem like an intelligent girl, so I'm going to cut right to it. Notwithstanding any feelings you're harboring for my son, I suggest you remember he's still grieving.
You don't think I know that?
Don't be coy.
What?
You're spending as much time as you apparently do with him is egregiously inappropriate.
Okay. Well, I'll just tell him that you called. Bye. Did you know pizza is a perfect food?
Yeah, for having a heart attack.
Which you're not having till 2069, so what are you worried about?
I'm worried about what I'm gonna do until then.
Want to know what I did today?
Oh, more than anything.
I tracked down that guy, you know, the messenger that brought the box with the book in it.
And?
Ooh. You really don't appreciate me.
Oh, Frankie.
What does egregiously mean?
I'm sorry, you're asking this now because...
I may want to use it in a sentence.
Egregiously is like something really, really out there, like way over the top in a negative sense.
So this guy, Jonah, that's his name, he tries to pretend that he doesn't remember me, but I see through it. And I find out that he knows exactly what's in the box, being the book.
Did he send it?
I don't know. He seemed garden variety human to me.
You know that book? It's sitting there in my living room with all this information in it that all these people would just kill for. But can you imagine if my boss got his hands on that book?
Oh my gosh, what about my editor? Please, the guy would have himself a championship conniption.
Worthington would pretend that he was being altruistic and act like he was going to help people, but he'd turn around and only sell to people who weren't going to die for forever. At work today, he gave me my new and improved quotas.
Sweet.
See, according to him, being madly in love and planning a wedding sort of negatively impacted my ability to sell. So, now that everything's changed, he expects me to get out there and really hit the streets. He sits there and he gives me this big line of crap about how he's looking out for my best interests, but all he cares about is his bottom line. And the thing that really, really torques me is I know if I go out there and I really bust my hump to meet these ridiculous quotas.
These egregiously unrealistic quotas.
Yes. If I do that, all I am doing is lining his pockets.
Unless,
What?
well, no. I mean, you couldn't do that. Well, maybe considering,
Today?
well, what if you pulled your new and improved clientele from the book?
What? Do you mean... You mean the book? The book?
Yeah. You could look up people, people you know who are going to be checking out soon, and can you imagine?
Yeah, I guess, but I couldn't actually.
Why not? The guy's a worm.
Why do you think I got that book?
I don't know.
I was thinking about it, and I think that maybe I got it because I'm supposed to do
You're not the only person that's been in this position,
What, of knowing everyone's death dates?
Of being completely under it because some greedball insurance company wouldn't pay out based on technicality. It's perfectly legal. right? You meet your quotas, you save tons of grieving people mega financial hardship, you sell them something you know they're gonna need, and then you stick it to Worthington when they cash out. It's a thing of beauty, if you ask me.
My name is Danny Hartland. I'm calling from Worthington Life Insurance Company. Hi, are you Sherry?
Yeah.
My name is Danny Hartland from Worthington Life Insurance. We spoke on the phone. May I come in?
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the day of the month that we all wait for.
Mr. Kinderchek, I'm very glad you called back. Yes, I'd love to see you tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow at 9:30. Great. Yeah, not a problem.
My pleasure as president and owner of the Worthington Life Insurance Company.
Hello, is that Mr. Hassan? Hello, Mr. Hassan. My name is Daniel Hartland. I'm calling from Worthington Life Insurance Agency.
Employee of the month to our own, Daniel A. Hartland.
Thank you very much. Well, the Sonia Haverty's still on the street, and Edward Hertford is still in the hospital, so no go on the pre-existing condition, but the rest check out. Danny.
Frankie, look.
Hopkins, Grady. Well, that's next week.
That's Sister Grady, the nun who gave Caroline away.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She found Caroline when she was abandoned in the orphanage. She was like a mother to her.
Worthington Live. This is Bob speaking. How can I help
So you're telling me that he talks to you?
Mm-hmm.
Out loud?
Of course out loud. You know mind reader.
And he told you to give me the book?
Yes, sir. He did that. I'd never heard no Book of Days before I'd seen this one. Heard the Book of Life. Something different. But you know, I found it. Right there. Book of Psalms.
The Book of Psalms.
Says, in thy book, they were all written. The days that were ordained for me. When as yet, there was not one of them.
Oh, so of course you took this literally.
Every day they ever found in that book happened. Saw it with my own eyes.
Is that why you were there when Carolyn died?
She'd been mighty sweet to me.
You knew her?
Just from my route.
Well, couldn't you have...
Stepped in, changed it, not without a price to pay.
Which is?
You know, when I was first seeing that book, I flipped right past the cover page. Same as you probably did.
The one with the numbers?
Not just numbers, more like to an address. That's when I found out.
Address to what?
Some things, I suppose, well, you're just gonna have to go and be finding out for your own self.
Could we please lose the games?
Ain't no game. No, sir.
So you had this book, and you ran through the maze, and the whole time, you never once felt like you were just some kind of freaking pawn?
Doesn't matter what I felt. Book's yours now. You gotta be feeling it in your own self. That's the only way to know.
Know what?
What you do.
what Caroline's favorite day of the week was? She used to tell me this all the time when she was a little girl. Every day. Tuesdays was when we had apple dumplings, and Wednesday was when we tended the garden around the Abbey. And Thursdays, I don't remember what Thursday was. But Friday was always fresh sheets. Put your face in there. Breathe in. You can see why she loved that, huh?
Oh, this really helps. What is that?
You know, it's funny you should visit today. I was just talking about you.
You were?
Mm-hmm. The nicest man called. His name Edgar Worthington. He wanted to talk to me about life insurance.
What?
So I have money for that sort of thing. But I told him if I were to ever buy a policy, it would be from you.
Well, thank you. Have you thought at all about those numbers I gave you, the 4.15.13?
You know, some kind of computer thing?
You know, I actually think that it might be some kind of God thing.
For the fourth book? The fourth book is John.
Could it be John chapter 15, verse 13?
Greater love hath no man than this, that he lay his life down for a friend.
You know, I can finish all of this for you. You don't have to.
No. I asked you to help me, not to do it for me.
Do you need to see a doctor?
No. I'm just incredibly out of shape.
Oh, okay. All right, I got you. Lean on me. Lean on me. All right, we're gonna go right now.
Excuse us for a moment. Where is she?
She's having an angioplasty.
Well, she's not slated for another 5 days, so she's gonna make it.
How do I know that?
The book.
How do I know I didn't change something? If I hadn't known, I wouldn't have gone there, and maybe she wouldn't have overdone it for another week.
She's out? She did fine.
Is she gonna make a full recovery?
In all probability, yes. Good thing you brought her in when you did, though. Bad as that blockage was, she wouldn't have lasted a week.
I think I might have changed something.
I told you were on your own.
I understand that, but if you could just give me a little bit of help, I'm really flying blind.
What do you mean, might? Did you or didn't you?
Okay, not sure. At first, I thought that maybe I moved it up, but now it looks like I might have extended it.
Well, did you look in the book?
No.
No sense guessing when it's right there in black and white.
How can it be a life for a life? You're still here, aren't you? Maybe she'll die next week.
I'm supposed to hope for that? Okay. All right, Hopkins. Promise me you're not gonna freak out.
I think we're way past the freaking out part.
Hopkins. It changed.
How could it change?
I don't know, it changed.
What is this, some kind of cosmic whiteout?
It's 10 years, Frankie. I bought her 10 years.
Danny. Oh, God, please.
Thought you didn't believe in God.
I didn't believe in books with multiple choice death dates either, now did I? Please be 69. Please be 69 still. Yours is 59.
What?
You lost the 10 years you gave her. No, God. Oh, God. No, God. God, you change it back. You hear me? Change it back.
Frankie?
He didn't even know. How fair is that?
Frankie, calm down.
No, this isn't happening.
It's okay. It's okay. It's just 10 years. I'm still gonna be an old man. It's okay.
You're gonna go before me now.
You looked?
Yeah, I looked. I was gonna go first, just before, actually. No, this is completely unacceptable.
Frankie, it doesn't matter.
Of course it matters.
Why? It's 60 years from now.
Because your mother was right.
My mother?
She saw it, like... Why can't you?
Saw what?
Anything. Everything.
Frankie, we have a lot of time.
10 years, Danny. 10 years. How am I supposed to stand at your grave? I would have never made it past my mother's funeral if it wasn't for you. How am I supposed to stand at yours?
Frankie.
I know. I've made this all about me and... I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm hating myself right now and... I gotta go. I can't. I gotta go.
Looking for this? You know, Xerox is a wonderful thing.
Danny, can I see you in my office? Funny game, this business. It's a misnomer, really. Life insurance only pays off when you die. I suppose it would be off-putting if it was called death insurance, even though that is what it is.
Point?
My point is that you're going to have to forgive Edgar, Danny. Come on now, what is life without a little healthy competition? I had to write another big check today. Lavinia Cooperton passed away last week. Oh, the family was shocked, what with her being so young. We never know, do we?
I guess we don't.
Walter Rivas, Eugene Bates, and now Miss Cooperton. 3 substantial, unrecouped payoffs. All your clients ever since I lit that fire underneath you.
Well...
I notice on your list here that you put a date beside each name.
Walter Rivas isn't...
Yeah, well, the others. The others. There they are. Checked off with the dates they died.
Yeah. Yeah, I like to follow up. So it's sort of a tickler file.
Oh, it's amazing, though, that they each died on the very day that you followed up, and that theirs are the only deaths in their list, which have now passed. I also notice right here, Lawrence Piersgale. You were planning on following up on him tomorrow.
Yeah. I just thought it seemed like good business. Don't you think?
You tell me.
So was it 10 years a pop?
No telling. The one I saved cost me 14. Save a child, especially one that would have lived himself a good long time, and well, you're liable to flat out disappear.
What do you mean, just poof, you're gone?
Don't rightly know, on account I ain't done it yet. But that seems to be the arithmetic of it.
That's why you didn't step in for Caroline.
You know, it came that day, and I was thinking I could. You always want to believe that kind of thing about yourself. I put on my good suit, went over to the home, said goodbye to my mama, and walked myself straight to that church, thinking I was going to have myself a moment of truth. Then, there she was. So pretty, so full of hope. And me knowing inside my heart, trying to make these bones move in her direction. Ain't proud of it about myself. But came time, and I couldn't do it. Couldn't. That's the truth of it. Next day was when I got the word I was to give the book over to you.
What is the lifespan of the average American male?
I don't know, 70, maybe 80 years. Are we just gonna pretend that I didn't completely humiliate myself in front of you last night?
I thought that we might.
No. Huh? Okay then.
He knows.
You who what?
Worthington. His nephew found my list, and he knows. How old is Lawrence Piers Gale?
Isn't he the guy that's on deck?
Yeah, tomorrow, and Worthington knows.
You didn't tell him, did you?
No, of course not, but he kind of saw a pattern.
Lawrence Piers Gale is 68 years old.
Okay, so that's like 20 years.
Oh no. Danny. Danny, come on. Your life isn't some poker chip that you just cash in on some guy you don't even know.
If Lawrence Piers Gale dies tomorrow, Worthington's gonna think I had something to do with it. I don't have a choice.
Danny, you always have a choice.
I've been thinking about that a lot. And knowing what I know now, I would like to think that I would still save Sister Grady. She's a good person, Frankie. She raised Caroline like she was her own daughter. I can give her 10 years.
Oh, right. Oh, well, 10 years here, 20-some there. Where does it end?
Well, maybe when it counts for something. Oh. What is this about, Frankie? Are we supposed to just rack up as many years as we can? We get up in the morning, we feed our faces, run off to work, come home, veg out in front of the TV, and then crawl into bed so we can do it all over again?
Maybe the something you were supposed to do was saving Sister Grady.
So my something happens by default?
Where are you going to be 10 years from now when her number's up again and you've cashed all your chips in on the Lawrence Piers Gales of the world?
I can't think about 10 years from now. All I can think about is tomorrow and what's going to happen if this guy buys it.
Dr. Terry? Dr. Terry, please. Dr. Binder, we need you in room 3.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm going home today.
What? So soon?
HMO, insurance hooligans. Present company accepted, of course.
Thank you.
You okay?
I think I should be asking you that.
You missing Caroline?
Yeah. I'm having a very hard time understanding why her life was cut so short.
It wasn't cut short. Life isn't something best measured in days. Life is what you do with what you have. And Caroline was loving and giving. And she had about the purest heart of any soul I've ever known. She did it right, Danny. And she did it a lot sooner than most of us.
And now she's gone.
Not gone. Do you think for a minute you can kill a spirit like Caroline's? Death isn't the end. Death is just that annoying sort of something we all have to go through on our way to eternity. And that's where she is, my love. And she got to go there on the happiest day of her life.
You're not afraid of it? Death, I mean.
I like my life. But if things had turned out the other way, it wouldn't have been so bad.
What are you doing here?
Following you, following them, and then I decided I was famished. You want this?
You can have it.
So, have you figured out how it's gonna happen yet?
Based on the meal he just sucked down, my bet would be on a massive coronary. You know what's weird? I've been sitting here for 35 minutes, watching them, on what is most likely the last day of his life. They haven't said 2 words to each other.
Think they had a fight?
I think they just ran out.
Maybe she secretly despises him, and he dies on account of her murdering him.
Frankie.
No, listen. Then the policy won't pay out. You don't have to save him, and you get your 20 years.
Look, I'm doing this.
It's just a theory.
Pay it for me.
You're not ditching me.
Fine, catch up.
You lost 21, so did Catherine Piers Gale.
I don't even care anymore.
Don't say that.
I don't. I'm done with this. I'm just gonna cash out. I've got a long list of young clients, and I'll just cash it all in, and I will go and be with Caroline again.
Danny.
I'm sorry, I know you don't want to hear it.
Look, I'm sorry, but you saved a guy's life. Who's to say that his life is worth any less than hers? Now, would you just put away this damsel in distress be a hero thing and consider for one moment that maybe he has some great something he needs to do?
That was his great something. That was his great something, and I took it away from him.
Well, at least you're off the hook with Worthington.
I sold him a policy on her, too. Who is it?
Detective Crabber, 13th Precinct. I'd like a word with you.
Okay. Take the book, go down the fire escape. I'll find you later. Go. Just a second, Detective. You caught me sort of, in and on, you know what I mean? Let me just, do up my fly here. I'll be right with you.
Just make sure you keep talking while you do it, Ace.
All right, let me just, button up here. 2 more to go. All right, no need to kick in my door. Here we go. Guess I, should have gone for the zipper, huh?
You know he can't see it.
What's the point? He already knows I'm here.
You want some coffee?
No, thank you.
You know, we don't do too many niceties around here. You ought to take advantage.
Am I under arrest?
Leaving the scene of an accident, for starters.
Sam, you didn't have...
Oh, but I insisted.
Sam, our investigator saw the whole thing. He's already on top of it. Oh, Detective Kreiber, this is Samuel Tucker, underwriter with Worthington Light.
Piers Gale's people called him directly when you hedged.
Anything yet?
Well, he just asked for a lawyer. We can't hold him much longer without booking him.
Gentlemen, do you realize the ramifications of all this if we go public?
4 of his recent policyholders are dead. Mr. Piers Gale's profoundly litigious attorney is demanding payment on yet another massive check, which we cannot, without creating a more than actionable offense ourselves, refuse to write. That is, unless charges are promptly brought. Now, call me a cynic, but I'd say we're light years beyond this thing hitting the fan.
The ring, too.
Come on, man. It's not like...
On the tray.
Hello? Danny, darling, what a pleasant surprise in an otherwise tedious day.
Mercy, what can I do for you?
Well, we heard Sister Grady was home from the hospital.
I'll see she gets these.
Actually, we were hoping to deliver these ourselves. You know, there's nothing like seeing a person's face, especially when they're opening up something that you picked out for them yourself.
Well, I suppose just for a few minutes. Let's see if I can sneak you in. So what's this I hear?
I'll only be gone a few days, a week tops. McKinsey brief is in Xerox, and the rest I'll handle from the road.
You know the board's meeting next week. Not the optimum time for a potential partner to be out of town.
Trust me, you won't even know I'm gone.
Okay, Mayo. What have we got?
Look, 5 other witnesses, plus our own Mr. Piersgale, puts him at the scene, but there's no evidence of collusion yet. But I know that's what we're looking at.
Excuse me, Mr. Finch, Center's on line 2. Are you in?
20 seconds. Okay, thanks. What about the other 3 deaths?
An embolism, choking victim, accident on the job.
What kind of accident?
7-story fall from a construction site. Nobody anywhere around him. No witnesses.
No witnesses.
Do you believe this? I believe in God. I haven't looked in the book, but I trust whatever's there is in better hands than these.
I don't understand why God, if he does exist, why he would have given this to my son of all people.
Well, he rather asked for it, you know.
He asked for it?
After Caroline died, I don't think he knew there was a book, but he was angry. Angry that God knew what was going to happen and he didn't step in.
What is this, some kind of bizarre turnabout? See how it feels?
Not to see how it feels, but to understand, maybe.
Your Honor, we're dealing with a possible serial killer here.
My client has an excellent record, no priors. He poses no flight risk.
Right, enough, both of you. Well, I understand the theatrical value of what you're saying, Mr. Finch. This is hardly a preponderance of evidence. See if you can pull things together before I hear this case next week.
Your Honor.
The defendant is bound over without bail.
Trust me, this is good.
What could possibly be good about this?
Not that I'm buying into this, but as far as you can see, do people die on the date in the book?
Every time, unless I save them.
You have someone dying on Thursday.
Grady Hopkins.
Believe me when I say that I am terribly sorry, but she'll be dying while you're in here. No direct connection, no evidence for conspiracy. We'll move for dismissal.
She's not gonna die.
What do you mean? It's not as if you can save her from here.
I already did.
I would think, given the situation, your client would be open to a plea.
And I would think you're offering one since you have no case.
Check your calendar, Counselor. You see, it's only Friday, and Sister Grady Hopkins is still very much alive. Interesting. She's also the only one on your client's list who hasn't bought a policy.
You're reaching, Finch. Didn't anybody ever tell you how pathetic that is in a politician?
Leak it.
Although Mr. Hartland's so-called blacklist has not been released, it is presumed to include names of additional Worthington Life policyholders who are numbered among Mr. Hartland's personal clients. Well, that should soothe the masses.
Nobody's seen these yet.
Yes? Oh, I'm glad you called. This is taking a lot longer than anticipated. Well, no. The restraining order is in place on Watkins. I just have to review the books for a precedent tonight. I do not want Dovici going in there. Just get a continuance. I'll be back as soon as possible. Right.
This isn't the only thing you're doing?
Oh, please, Frankie. I know my priorities.
Oh, you sacrificed your marriage for your career. Why not your firstborn? Danny, you know I didn't give those pictures.
I know.
You didn't think for a minute that I was gonna...
Come on, Frankie. I think I know you better than that.
Are they treating you all right?
More or less, yeah.
Oh, Danny, they took your ring?
Yeah.
Danny. What can I do? I feel like most of this is my fault anyway.
This is not your fault. Don't say that. I could not have done this on my own. And then I had to. Maybe it's just better this way.
No, ma'am. I ain't told nobody else about that book.
What about the person who gave it to you?
Didn't come from no person. Not like you saying. I'd have thought you'd have figured that out.
All I know is come Monday morning, I go into that court. I do not want that book or anything about it to enter into this case.
You thinking I was gonna bring it up?
As far as I can tell, no one knows you exist. No offense, Mr. Parks, but let's keep it that way.
They waived the jury.
Can they do that?
Can and did. Mr. Pearsgale, could you please tell the court who you believe is responsible for your beloved wife's death?
Objection. Cause for speculation.
Mr. Pearsgale was a witness to the death.
Overruled. The witness may answer.
You killed her. You killed her as soon as you pushed her into the street yourself.
No further questions.
The defense calls the court's attention to the defense's exhibits A through F, photographs taken of the incident by another eyewitness, Ms. Frances Newhall. Mr. Pearsgale, the defense sympathizes deeply for your loss, as well as how difficult this is to observe. But could you please direct your attention to the exhibits?
I can't look at that.
Because it's the truth? Because my client did not push your wife into the street, but indeed saved you from a similar fate yourself.
Asked and answered.
Sustained.
He had no right. If I want to throw myself in front of a freight train to save my wife, it's up to me.
Mr. Pearsgale.
No, it might have been better off if he'd killed me, too. She was all I had in this world.
Mr. Pearsgale, who is the beneficiary of the life insurance policy you hold on your late wife?
I am.
And is there any arrangement whatsoever for any of that benefit to be due to my client?
No.
Just one more question, Mr. Pearsgale. Has Worthington Life paid on that policy?
Objection, objection. The defense knows the benefit is on hold pending the outcome of this proceeding.
Withdrawn, Your Honor.
Prosecution calls Miss Frances Newhall to the stand.
Objection. Miss Newhall is listed as an eyewitness for the defense because she took the photographs.
And therefore is eligible to be called.
Your penchant for tidiness aside, I'm afraid he's right, Counselor. Miss Newhall.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, so help you God? I don't know.
I do.
This exhibit, are these your pictures?
Yes, I took those.
And what occasioned you to be present at this most fortuitous photo op?
Well, I always have a camera with me, seeing as it's my job, and we were having breakfast.
You and the defendant.
People eat.
Having breakfast at the same time and restaurant as the defendant's newly signed clients, Mr. and Mrs. Piersgale, moments before Mrs. Piersgale's demise.
Objection. Counsel is testifying.
Sustained. Is there by any chance a question, Mr. Finch?
Had you ever had breakfast at that particular restaurant before that day? Don't look at the defense, Miss Newell. Just answer the question.
No, I hadn't planned on eating that day. It's just I was walking by and I saw Danny there, and so I went in and bummed a muffin.
Excuse me, Your Honor. May I have a word with counsel?
Quickly.
The prosecution requests a short conference related to this witness.
Your Honor.
Denied. I have granted you leeway to question her now as it is.
Miss Newell, do you live at 315 85th Street?
Objection. Relevance.
Just a little latitude, Your Honor, please.
All right, but get there.
Miss Newell.
No, that's where Danny lives.
I'd like you to direct your attention to the officer seated right over here. Now, he tells us during the arrest, you were seen leaving the apartment carrying a large antique book.
Objection. Fair surprise. Where was this in discovery?
Your Honor, I just found out about this now myself.
Defense requests an immediate consultation with the witness.
You better get your story straight.
Your Honor.
Defense is lucky, Miss Hartland. I am hungry. Recess granted for 15 minutes.
So what else are you keeping from me?
I didn't think.
No, you didn't.
Don't blame her. I forgot about it too.
In case you didn't realize it, Danny, you're on trial for your life. Do you get that, Danny?
Look, maybe they won't.
Of course they will. This is the first piece of anything that Finch has unearthed.
I wish I never had that freaking book.
Well, you did have it, Danny. That's a reality, so deal with it.
All right, we have to make sure that they don't get it.
You think I want to?
Will you lay off of him?
You stay out of it.
And while you're at it, lay off of me too.
I'm not on you.
You are constantly on me. You've been on me the moment you met me. The instant that you realize that I have the kind of relationship with your son that you don't.
Frankie?
No, Danny. She wants to hear the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Well, this is your reality and you deal with it. And right now, I don't know. I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna do the best thing I can think to do. It may not be the perfect thing. It may not be what you, the mother of all control freaks, would want me to do. But the best thing that I can scramble in my mind and think to do on what 3-second notice they give you in there. And I am gonna do it for him, not for you. Because if you've ever been right about anything concerning me, it's that I love your son. And I have tried, I really have, to deal with it, or shove it away, or whatever you do with love when you can't imagine.
Frankie, you don't have to.
Why do you think I was late to your wedding? I mean, what, did you think I was stuck in traffic? I mean, I'm not an idiot. I mean, I know I could never compete with Caroline. I mean, she was so over the top perfect, and I'm so completely not. But then I figured, now I can get some closure on this. I mean, you're getting married. And I thought I had it. I did. But then you lost her, and there it was again, blam. All back again. And I don't give a rip what you think about me. Or how egregiously inappropriate it is for me to raise this at this particular moment in time. Because in all this dancing around we're doing, there is one thing I know that is undeniably true. I am bone deep, gut ripping, cry myself to sleep at night, stupid in love with your son. And I am gonna do whatever it takes, all right? Whatever it takes to see him through this.
Miss Newhall, I trust you're familiar with the penalty for perjury.
Yes.
So you left the defendant's apartment before he was arrested, before it was even searched. And then when the officers saw you carrying a large antique book.
Objection, testifying again.
Really, Mr. Finch?
Tell us about the book, Miss Newhall.
It's just a book.
Just a book. No notes, additional publications, carved out compartments, anything in this book?
No, just the original unadulterated pages and a cover. That's all.
And where is this book now?
I can't say.
You can't or won't.
The witness is not on trial here.
The witness was seen carrying an item from the apartment which should be entered into evidence.
The director to answer, Miss Newhall.
No.
Where is the book?
He didn't hurt any of those people.
Miss Newhall, where is the book?
Those lousy insurance people just don't want to pay.
Where is the book?
I'm not saying.
Answer, Miss Newhall.
I'm gonna take the fifth.
And I will hold you in contempt.
Fine.
The witness is in contempt and is hereby taken into custody. Bailiff?
You haven't been in court.
I supposed I was of more use here.
Always comes back to this, doesn't it?
This.
While you're at it, you can tell him I could use his help.
Oh, you can do that yourself.
That's not what the priest said when I got my divorce.
Sit down, please. Miss Hartland, you're a mother. You'd find a way to forgive your child no matter what. You know that. You talk again.
You saying you don't subscribe to the company line?
I know that makes me a heretic in some circles, but I don't pay that much mind.
Is the book secure?
Do you want it to be?
Danny does. But it's God's book anyway. Why doesn't he defend it? Because he doesn't do his own dirty work?
Oh, he's never asked a single thing of a soul he hasn't done himself.
I'm sorry, but it's not his son on trial here.
Your son gave 10 years of his own life for me, 21 for Mr. Piersgale. He's God's son, all right. He is indeed.
Well, it's become a national story. You saw the reports. Oh, no, I'm perfectly capable of keeping the firm clear of this. You don't have to... Oh. So soon? I'm sure Delvici will rise to the occasion. Yes, I'm sure he'll be an extraordinary asset as partner. Yes, I understand.
It was a list, you say?
Cover to cover, names and dates.
And the title?
Book of Days.
Now, Father Lederman, is it possible that the defendant created this book himself?
Objection calls for expert testimony.
Sustained.
Let me restate that. In your opinion, did he create the book?
No, sir, I don't believe that he did.
Now, you've just told the court that you don't know anything about Daniel Hartman, so how can you be so sure?
It's older than he is.
So someone hands you a book, throws a little dust on it, and that's how you conclude that's why he didn't make it.
The book is an ancient text that's been handed down for thousands of years.
Is that right?
It was discovered by a slave in Gomorrah when Solomon was king. Names of those living and dates when they'd die. People thought it was an evil book. They tried to destroy it, but never succeeded. Scripture tells us, like fire on the mountain, they tore parchment from the Garden of Shadows.
Garden of Shadows.
The book goes by many names. In Egyptian hieroglyphics, it's known as God's List.
So what you're telling the court is that the defendant is in possession of a book written by God.
Now, you need to make up your own mind about that. I'm just saying.
Well, we're saying what? The E.T., the Tooth Fairy, the Loch Ness Monster, they're all real.
Objection.
Sustained.
I withdraw the question. What we're here for is to find out about a series of deaths. Now, isn't it true that the defendant came and confessed to you?
He did not.
Then why else would Danny come to you? I mean, are you a bibliophile?
No, sir.
Now, if the court were to believe that this Book of Days exists, and you are an expert in ancient texts, then I could understand why he would come seek you out. But as it stands, the only reason I could see him seeking you out is for confession.
Your Honor, Mr. Finch is badgering the witness.
Mr. Finch, let's wrap this up.
Isn't it true that Daniel Hartman came to your church seeking solace for his crimes, confessed to you, and blamed it on a book that he concocted out of his own imagination?
No.
The truth is, Father Lederman, you can't tell me the truth.
Approach. Counsel, you need to rein it in and wrap it up.
The prosecution is discrediting the one witness who's willing to come forward about what is obviously key evidence.
His credibility is an issue. I mean, what about the public safety? I mean, we don't even know how extensive the defendant's death list is.
There's no correlation between my client's fall-up sheet and the alleged book.
It is evidence, and they have a right to hear about it.
Counselors, cease and desist.
Your Honor, some of these people are on this short list. I mean, how many more people have to die before
Your Honor.
Danny, sit down.
I want to talk to him.
The state welcomes a chance to question the witness.
He's not a witness.
Chambers.
This is a public hearing.
Now!
If this book exists, and if I am able to deliver it into evidence, I want 3 assurances.
Danny.
I'm doing this.
Go on.
Ms. Newhall is to be released immediately.
And?
No one other than yourself would be allowed to examine the book, Your Honor.
The state is entitled...
Must you be so pouncy, Mr. Finch? I'm sorry, Mr. Harlan, but the state would have the right to access anything entered into evidence.
Well, could you restrict that access? Would you supervise it and ensure that nothing is copied and no attention is paid to any names or dates other than those directly pertaining to my clients?
Your Honor, I cannot agree to these terms.
It is not your courtroom, is it, Mr. Finch? You've been begging me for this Book of Days, and I'm trying to get it for you. The third condition.
I need your word, sir, as an officer of the court, that if I am exonerated, that book, as my personal property, would be returned immediately to me.
You're asking me to put a lot of faith in you, Mr. Hartland. I'm sure you can understand why the third condition is not one I can grant, not having so much as examined the evidence. I will agree to your first 2 conditions. As to the third, well, you are going to have to put a little faith in me. Come in.
Wasn't nobody gonna pick up the skirts of no nun.
Thank you both. May I have some privacy, please?
Your Honor.
Shush, 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 shush.
So this book, if you didn't write it, who did?
I'm supposing it was God, sir.
God. An elusive scapegoat.
Who else would know?
So let's accept God as a concept, just for the moment. So you're saying it's God's fault, not yours, that your clients are dying on the dates that you listed.
I used to think that, yes. But I'm wondering if it's really anyone's fault. I mean, people die.
And people died as you, with knowledge and forethought, watched it happen.
Yes.
Did you create this book?
No.
Didn't you appoint yourself judge and jury over Walter Rivas, Eugene Bates, Lavina Cooperton, and Catherine Piersgale?
I didn't know about Mrs. Piersgale. The name in the book was Lawrence. I went there that day to try to save him.
Because your employer uncovered your plot.
There was no plot.
4 people are dead already, Mr. Hartland. And there's another one listed for tomorrow. Can you actually look at your clients and tell them anything else, huh? Can you?
Chambers, Mr. Finch. Made it abundantly clear the names on that list were to be held in strict confidence.
I said no name.
Oh, save it, Finch. There are a dozen clients and their families in there that now know one of them is going to die tomorrow.
Nobody's gonna die.
That counsel is beside the point.
This is insane. Do any of us actually believe that bizarre alibi has any sort of credence?
You're the one who wanted it in evidence.
Now that it is, Mr. Finch, now that you brought the gallery to critical mass, we test it.
You're gonna put the book on trial?
Hartland is in custody and poses no threat. You do whatever you and Mr. Worthington have to ensure the safety of Miss DeWitt. If she does not expire tomorrow, we throw the book out. Well, where do you think we stand now?
I don't rightly know.
This whole thing is so screwed up now. I mean, is Sherry DeWitt gonna die tomorrow like the book says? Or because of this mess, have I put her in a position where somehow they're gonna be able to save her and I'm gonna die instead?
Don't say that.
Frankie, she's 28 years old. That's major life expectancy. If she lives, I'll die.
No, Danny, you are not going to die on me here. Jonah, tell him.
It's the balancing of it. One's gotta die so that the other one can live.
Am I correct that shortly after your wife died, your boss, Richard Worthington, doubled your quotas?
Actually, he more than doubled them beyond anything I had ever been able to sell in the past. And he implied that if I failed to meet those quotas, I would be terminated.
And did Mr. Worthington suggest where you might find this new clientele?
Objection.
Overruled.
He said that he didn't care where I found them. Just sell them the policies and push the immediate coverage plan.
This is torture, you know that?
Waiting.
Knowing. They all keep looking at me. They know I know. And if I do anything, they start reading a zillion things into it. I mean, they're right. Because even if their names aren't up today, they're right around the corner. They don't really want to know. They think they do, but not really.
It's me, isn't it?
Whatever makes you think that, child?
I woke up this morning and you'd think there'd be somebody that I should write or call. I've got no family.
Oh, Sherry. Yes, you do. You do now. You've got a sister.
Mr. Worthington, these policies that my clients sold, did you have the right to approve or reject them?
Yes, but...
And you yourself personally approved these?
Yes, I did, although...
You had
there were-
every opportunity, after reviewing medical history, to have rejected these policies. And yet you found it perfectly acceptable to put your signature on them and to take each person's check. Is that not so?
That woman needs help.
Did
Call
you approve
911.
Sherry DeWitt?
Yes, I did.
Walter Rivas?
Yes, I did.
Danny Hooverton?
Just get her to a
Catherine
hospital
Pierscott,
right
where are
now.
you going? Danny
Restrain that man!
You don't go anywhere near her.
No, I've got to go with her.
Order!
Okay, what do we got?
Sherry DeWitt, 8 months, sudden onset of contractions, 2 minutes apart, 10 centimeters. O positive.
I have to push!
You don't understand.
Perhaps you can explain it to me.
It is her or me. Worthington is paying on a policy either way.
This isn't about paying on some who cares policy. This is your life.
And Sherry DeWitt's.
You are not going.
This is not your decision.
But it is mine, and I say you're going to stay. Your propensity for playing God aside, Mr. Hartland, these chips are going to fall where they may.
I can't do this!
Yes, you can. Come on, push.
Promise me you'll take care of my baby.
I need you, Sherry, now.
Promise me. I promise. Now push.
There we go. That's the head. Again?
I can't. You can.
You're doing fine. One more big one.
Push, darling. Push.
We have a lovely baby girl.
She's coding.
I'll get the paddles. Hold the baby.
Sweet Jesus. Oh, God.
Danny?
She's gone. I know it.
Don't have to tell any of you what an unusual, emotionally charged case this has been. Falls to me, though, as a judge, to look beyond the passions of the matter and rule on what facts have come into evidence. Concerning Sherry DeWitt's death, I'm satisfied her physician did everything in his power to save her. It was evident that not unlike the defendant's other deceased clients, Miss DeWitt's demise was beyond the capacity of either the defendant to cause or his accusers to prevent. Quite simply, it seems that it was just her time. The defendant, please rise. It is abundantly clear to me that you are not guilty of the charges leveled against you. Can I say that I believe in your Book of Days? But I can see that you do, and that your actions were predicated on providing for the best interest of your clients. Mr. Hartland, you will be dismissed at the conclusion of this proceeding. Worthington Life is ordered to make payment today on all contracted death benefits due to their respective beneficiaries.
Your Honor, what about the book? I mean, you can't give it back to him.
Yes, I can, Mr. Finch. That's what being a judge is about. I get to decide. That said, however, it strikes me that to give the book back to you, Mr. Hartland, would not be entirely in your own best interests.
But, Your Honor...
You seem like a nice young man to me. I'd like to see you have a nice life, and I don't think that's something that's going to happen as long as that book is in your possession. Therefore, I am ordering the book be transported tomorrow to the National Archives to be sealed there for a period of 200 years.
How do I know it's going to get there all right?
Obviously, both you and your former employer have reasons for this concern. That's why you, as well as representatives from Worthington Life, will be permitted to accompany the book on its journey and to oversee its security. Court is adjourned.
She did such a good job, that Sherry.
She did.
I thought, if you don't mind, I was thinking about naming her Caroline. Yeah.
I'd like that.
Oh, Danny. When you gave me 10 years of your own sweet life.
Grady, I didn't know.
Will you hush now? Everything works out for the best. I've got 10 more years to give this little girl. And that's because of you.
10 years isn't nearly enough.
10 years is exactly enough. I made a promise to her mother that I would take care of her, and I intend to keep that promise. I'd just like to do it with you and Frankie. Everything is precisely as it should be. Oh, you're gonna make a wonderful home for her. Hmm?
Jonah, you come to see me off?
No, son. I came to do it for you.
I really appreciate that, but I have to...
Don't argue with me about it. It's the way it's gonna be.
But Jonah, I have to...
Last time, I didn't see to it, but I can see to it today.
But the judge...
I already talked to the judge, and we both agreed on it. As long as you got that book, all you'll be thinking on is death. You gotta think on life, boy. More than you know.
Give it to him, Danny. Let it go.
But Frankie...
Just open your hands.
Promise me you won't let it out of your sight.
No, sir. No, indeed.
Morning, Miss Newhall.
Hello.
And just who is this?
This is Jonah. He's taking the book in my place.
Ah. Take the book. Shall we? We have a plane to catch.
Yes. Mr. Worthington, I think it would be better if you wait to get on the plane.
Oh, I can wait. Oh, I can wait.
Straighten up that tie of yours, Mr. Worthington. We're about to have ourselves a little meeting.
What?
Nothing.
I think I know you better than that.
I guess you do. I never saw the Book of Days after that. But then, I never needed to. It was hard to think of Jonah going down with that doomed plane and stepping into eternity with Worthington. But Grady convinced me. Jonah had seen Worthington's date in the book. He knew what he was doing. It was his great and glorious something. That moment of truth he wanted so much to believe he could carry out. Jonah wasn't slated to go for 30-some years. And in taking my place, he gave those years back to me. To me, and to Frankie, and to Caroline.
There's only